Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to Swiss Top Tier Ice Hockey. We're here in Midco Arena as the Briarwood Pharaohs look to capitalize on a one-game winning streak. Prior to the break, against St. Sophia tonight, they host the Valnestor Hornets. Hornets coming off a two-game road losing streak. This is the last in a three-game road stretch before they head back to Valnestor. They wear white tonight, Briarwood in their alternate reds. Puck scuttled over to Zabo, up the side to Bobrovsky, breaking it out of the zone, hoping to go into the offensive zone for the first time tonight. Loses the puck to Nugent Hopkins. Jason Robertson over to Tippett. Tippett drilled on the play. Bobrovsky forced to pass, but they are offsides. Ellison back on the ice to face Nugent Hopkins for the second time in this one. Taken by Nugent Hopkins, back to Romanov. Robertson drilled on the play. Lund loses the puck. Mueller bounces it up to Lund, who loses it back to Robertson. Mueller back with it, enters the offensive zone, rips one on net. Bobrovsky, Sider with the puck for the Hornets. Briarwood unable to get any offense until the final stretch of regulation last week. Or that would be 2 weeks ago now. As a slashing call against Robertson coming up. They had a last-second goal to win the game 1-0 against St. Sophia. That was Connor Bedard who buried that one. Morrissey drills one. It's a power play for Briarwood. Severson able to dump it down for the Hornets. Morrissey back to Chase. Loses the puck. Picked up by Eichel. Pedersen enters the zone, bodied on the play. Eichel drops down to Pedersen. Pedersen puts one on, but Zub able to pick the puck up and dump it down to kill the penalty. 40 seconds left on this one. Kuznetsov looking for help. Crosses over to Gospa here. Pedersen with time winding down on the penalty. Picked up by Gregor, and Gregor dumps it down as the penalty expires. So unsuccessful power play for Briarwood. Kuznetsov loses the puck to Severson. Eriksson Ek now entering the zone with a breakaway. Matiri able to cover, and Ek with a great opportunity, but Matiri, the only right-gloved goaltender in Swiss top-tier hockey, able to read that perfectly. Connor Bedard on the ice now for the first time, faces Eriksson Ek at center, wins the faceoff. Puck to Bedard, toss it over to Taylor Hall. Glendening to Bedard, loses it to Yarncroc. Lindgren up to Eriksson Ek, back to Yarncroc. Hall drops it back to Morrissey, loses possession. Pocket picked by Yarncroc. Loses the puck himself, Connor Bedard now. Unable to get it out, puck bounces wide. Glendening to Bedard. Bedard out to neutral ice. Dumps it into the corner. Hall to Chase. Facing Eriksson Ek, able to body him off the puck. Sider with the puck behind his own net for Valnestor. Hall, huge body. Ellison drops it back to Zabo. Zabo loses the puck over to Zub. Zub over to Sider. Back to Zub. Up to Maver. Dumped down into the zone. Ellison chasing. Lund gets it out to Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky with speed. And a move. And a man loses the puck. Puck intercepted by Romanov. Zub now loses it at center ice. Lund. Puck picked up. Zub, neutral ice, able to get it into the zone. Mueller rings it around for Lund. Lund to Zabo. Up to Ellison, who's bodied on the play, kept alive in the zone. And Zabo able to pick the stick, and Mueller now up to Bobrovsky as it's out of the zone. Shot on net. Very few shots so far for Briarwood, as that one ends the period on a shot by Zabo. Scoreless here in Briarwood. Shots in favor of the Pharaohs as our hits and time on attack. Power play has not worked so far. Only one penalty called. That was against Jason Robertson of Valnestor. He's back on the ice, the captain alongside Ryan Nugent Hopkins, who takes the face-off against Ellison and wins it back to Tippett. Nugent-Hopkins. Lose the puck to Bobrovsky. Mueller. Puck picked up by Robertson. Bodied by Mueller. Bobrovsky. Rings it around for Lund. Lund. Centers it to Mueller. Mueller. Bodied entering the zone. Romanov. Drilled by Bobrovsky, and a penalty coming up against Bobrovsky. Charging the call. And Valnestor's penalty unit will be out there for the first time. Power play, that is. One back to Morrissey. Yarncroc shoots wide. Puck frozen by Materi, as we have 16:51 on the clock here in the second. Still scoreless, still a power play for Valnestor. Faceoffs tied at 3 apiece, now one in favor of Jack Eichel, who is tripped exiting the zone, and it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. That one called against Noah Gregor. So Eichel with the faceoff in the offensive zone, 4-on-4 for the next minute and a half. Faceoffs tied again, that one back to Seider. Iafallo drops it to Romanov, who has it against Kuznetsov. Eriksson Ek unable to get a shot off, his stick poked away. It's 5-on-4, penalty now expiring for Briarwood. They have a power play. Bobrovsky. As the second power play for Briarwood, a short-lived one, is no longer in existence. 5-on-5 hockey. Ellison drills that one off the blocker again. Bobrovsky loses the puck. Iafallo to Eriksson Ek, looking to break it out. Lose the puck to Ellison. Ellison rips one glove side and saved by the goaltender Bobrovsky. Nugent-Hopkins back out to face Ellison. Ellison with the win. Morrissey over to Tanev. Tanev rips one on net. Blocker save. Lindgren has it behind the net. Tosses it across to Robertson. Looks to break out. Drilled on the play. Puck in neutral territory. Now dumped in by Ellison. Lindgren chased by Lund. Severson up to Tippett. Maintains possession. Drilled by Bobrovsky. Around for Tanev. Up to Ellison. Wrist shot. Wide. Looking for help. Bobrovsky. Lose the puck. Back to Morrissey. Morrissey to Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky, Mueller. Mueller rips one blocker side. Ellison lose the puck to Nugent-Hopkins. Robertson now. Drilled on his way out of the zone. Bobrovsky. Over to Hall. Bobrovsky picks up the puck. Severson, able to maintain that one. Bedard able to poke one at the goaltender Bobrovsky, who covers. And we'll have a face-off to the glove side of the goaltender Bobrovsky. 5.5 to play here in the second, still scoreless. 5-on-5 hockey. Bedard against Gregor, won by Gregor. Pitlick. Lose the puck. Seider able to pick it up. Gregor. Cross to... Picked up by Romanov. Gregor. Pitlick. Looking for a shot. Has one. Blocker side. Save. Mueller up to Hall. Tries to cross to Bedard. Passes far ahead of him. Romanov able to pick it up. Up to Pitlick. Drills one to Jeanette. And puck covered by Materi. Second line's out there. Eriksson Ek against Eichel. Face-off won by Eichel. Kuznetsov. Up the side to Pettersson. Unable to get past Yarncroc. But Eichel able to pick it up. Still offsides warning, but he's chasing Romanov into the zone. And finally they call a delayed offsides off of his stick. And this one will be sent down the ice. Eichel loses the face-off. Romanov with the puck. Crosses over to Seider, who tosses it at Bobrovsky, and Bobrovsky forced to cover under heavy pressure. 8.6 to play here in the second period. Eichel wins it back to Mueller. Rips one on Bobrovsky. Romanov able to break it out. Iafallo with the puck to end the period. Mueller. As the horn sounds, still scoreless as we enter the third period of hockey here from Midco Arena in Briarwood. This was the story of the game last time the Pharaohs played. They were in St. Sophia to face the Bears. Ended up winning on a last-second goal by Connor Bedard. Lund able to get one on net, unable to get it a second time. Romanov trying to break it out to Nugent Hopkins. Able to get it to neutral ice, loses it to Szabo. Mueller now. Drops it to Ellison. Ellison with a shot in the glove of Bobrovsky. And the goaltender Bobrovsky pressured by the skater Bobrovsky as we'll have a face-off to his glove side. Ellison. Back to Szabo. Szabo rips one on net. Puck is bouncing somewhere, and the goaltender Bobrovsky has it for a cover. Face-off remains to his glove side. 17-12 to play here in the third. Face-off one back to Szabo again. This one bouncing off the pads. Lund drops this one to Ellison, who is picked up. Robertson looking to break it out. Ellison was looking for a slash call. None came. Nugent Hopkins up to Romanov. Tippett. Bodied on the play, loses the puck to Bobrovsky. Over to Lund. Lund making a move, entering the zone. Great move. Looks for Ellison. Puck bouncing. Eriksson Ek with it, looking to exit the zone. Circles around, drilled as he does. Romanov up to Seider, who's tripped on the play, and a penalty coming up which favors the Hornets. Yarncroc with the possession up to Iafallo. Yarncroc. Play finally stops, and a call for tripping coming up against Trent Ellison. So far, unsuccessful, both teams on the power play. 12.5 to play here in this one, still scoreless. Face-off one for Briarwood. Hall has a couple of shorthanded goals to his name this season. Charges this one. Tippett now looking to break it out on the power play. Yarncroc, 1-on-2, no help. Bodied. And tossed up the length of the ice. Fabro drilled by Hall. Severson. Struggling to get it out to Yarncroc. Drilled. Moser. Hit as he tried to toss it, and they'll call him for delay of game. It looked like he was contacted on his way trying to dump the puck out, but they call him, and now it's a 5-on-3, and the crowd not loving what they're seeing here tonight. And there's the first goal. Iafallo. And the fans booing the referees here tonight as a 5-on-3 results in a goal for Valnestor. That one to Pettersson. Pettersson rips one on net. Bouncing over the net. Eriksson Ek over to Nugent Hopkins. Iafallo. Nugent Hopkins loses possession. Still a minute left on the second penalty. Nugent Hopkins rips one. Materi drops it back to Mueller. And Mueller able to ice this one down with 20 seconds remaining on the second power play. Seider up to Iafallo. Drilled. Szabo. Keeps it. Maintains it. Rips one on net. Looking for the rebound. Seider able to pick it up for Valnestor. 5-on-5 hockey. Seider somehow able to keep it onside. Mueller loses possession to Robertson. Drills it to Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Materi bounces on that one. Mueller behind the net. Bouncing it over to Szabo. 6 minutes to play. Pettersson. Over to the side. Rips this one. Blocked by Seider. Gino. Pettersson. Looking for help. Bedard. With a great angle. Nothing going. Nugent Hopkins. Loses the puck to Pettersson. Pettersson keeps it alive in the zone. Poked away. Gospa here. Cross to Bedard. Bedard drops it to Mueller. Gospa here. Looking for help. None comes. Romanov. Up to Sider. Minute 40 to play. Pitlick. Faced by Drysdale. Romanov with the shot. Materi. Covers. Drops it to Drysdale. Lund. Down the side. Able to stick with it. Has a man. Bobrovsky. Makes a move. Rips one. Save with the blocker. To the side. Bobrovsky. Out to Gregor. Goalie pulled. Gino. Intercepted by Ellison. Pitlick. With possession. Looking to exit the zone. Morrissey. Loses possession to Gregor. Save there. 20 seconds. Bobrovsky. Looking to keep this game alive. Shot goes wide. Lindgren. Across to Severson, Lindgren. Up to Gino. And a whistle for a hurt player with 6 seconds to play. Empty net for Briarwood. Second line is out there. Eichel, Pettersson, Kuznetsov. Face-off won by Eichel. Mueller rips one. On net. Pettersson looking for the rebound. Nothing there, and Iafallo able to carry it out. And Valnestor comes away with a 1-0 victory. So the crowd not loving what they're seeing both from the offense of their team and from the refereeing in this one. Briarwood dropped to 6th place in the playoff hunt. And a very physical game here in Briarwood results in a 1-0 win for the Hornets. Next week, a 2-game road stretch begins for Briarwood as they head to Greenhaven to face the Clovers, and then Jebulette to face the Thorns. Join us for those. Until next time, we will hope to see you very, very soon.